Hey, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Okay, how old are you?
Cheese. Say cheese.
This is my sister Jenny. Say hello, Jenny. Say hello.
So I've just moved into my new third year bedroom at university and I need to unpack and decorate. So that's what this video is going to be about. So I went into this year with quite a lot of optimism and hope that I would achieve a lot of cool things, and also I was quite excited that this is my last year because I think I've been ready for a long time to be done with education and just get on with my own life. And then all of that was kind of overshadowed by my boyfriend out of the blue breaking up with me. And now it's been almost a month since that happened. I just feel like I don't really care about anything anymore. Like all my time and energy feels like it's taken up with being sad. I just feel annoyed that this is the time when this is happening because, this is my third year of university. I have so much to do. Like it's the most pivotal year of my education. So it's not really a good time for me to be feeling like this. But I kind of just feel like a ghost walking around this boring ass city. Um I can't really sleep either because I've always had very vivid dreams that are often connected to the things that are happening in my life. So, you can guess who's been guest starring in every dream I've been having for a month. So it's like I go to sleep miserable, then I'm haunted in my dreams, then I wake up miserable. Such fun. I know that the way I'm behaving is kind of silly because it's like I know this is not the end of the world. Like I don't think I was really ever under the impression that we were going to be together forever. Like he was my first ever boyfriend, who I met when I was 19 years old. And realistically, how many people do you know who are like happily married to their first ever boyfriend? But I think like the whole relationship, I was kind of just convincing myself to not really worry about that and just live in the moment. And I didn't really have to worry about if I thought he would make the perfect husband or anything. I kind of just was focusing on whether or not he was making me happy, and he was. And now I kind of just feel like on a day to day basis, I don't really have things left to look forward to. Like, before I'd make sure I get all my essays and like schoolwork done during the week so that I could have my weekends free to see him. And that would be like my little reward and incentive for doing things. And now there's just nothing. There's just me. And, even my best friend is away. She's not here this year because she's doing a year abroad in Brazil. She abandoned me, my time of need. Um, so this is looking like a great year. But I know that in the grand scheme of things, I'll be okay because even though I might not have things to look forward to at the end of my weeks anymore, I have the rest of my life to look forward to. Like a year from now, I'm probably going to be looking back at the way I feel now and think I'm being so dramatic. Um, so for that reason, even though I don't want to do anything, I'm trying to force myself to still do everything I said I was going to do this year, even if I'm gonna have to do them sad, like, because I'm not gonna let this guy ruin my life. And then one day I won't be sad anymore, and then I'll be grateful that the past sad me didn't give up on everything in her turmoil. And I think now I finally understand what people mean when they say like you should love and understand and kind of establish yourself before you get into a relationship. If you find yourself in a situation where the relationship now ends, you're not just left on the other side for nothing. Like, I have good friends and I have an education, and soon I'll have a career and money. So it's like I have hope that this isn't really a big deal because there is a really good possibility that my future life is going to be even better than it ever was with him anyway. But despite that, there is very much the Joe March of it all, where it's like I've always had very grandiose plans and dreams for myself. And I think I've always had very deep confidence and kind of prophetic belief that if I try hard enough that I'll get it. I think I'm able to have that confidence because that aspect of my life feels like it is in my control to a certain extent. But like she says, I'm so lonely. Love is not something I can control and be confident in the same way that I'm confident in myself because you can't control other people. I feel like right now, the only thing that would really make me feel better is knowing for 100% certain that I will meet someone one day who I love and who loves me and who I can just stay with forever. But you can never know that it's going to happen until it just happens. And I know everyone says your 20s are meant to be just about you having fun and dating around, enjoying your youth. But I don't find that fun. Like, I take everything about this very seriously. And I can't be casual about anything, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to feel lost and just aimlessly explore with different people. I just want to know. And I want to be sure about someone and then never have to think about it again. But that is not real life, unfortunately. And I don't really know how to stop obsessing over like this fear that one day I might get everything that I want and the future that I've been continually waiting for might arrive and I still won't even be happy. because I'm alone. And the thing that was making me unhappy was never my situation, it was just me. But I'm trying to stay hopeful. Like, I don't really like listening to those kind of femcel influencers like Shira7 and that, because I agree with the idea that more women should descend men in their lives, but I don't think I can give up on the idea of like the love that I want existing. The idea of just finding the first rich man who will fund your life, whether you actually like him or not, and returning the favor through sex and you as his trophy, it kind of feels like you're just treating every relationship like escorting or prostitution. And I feel like it's just better to be alone than to have that. Because even if you live your life like that, maybe you'll never be hurt, you'll never be down in the dumps miserable like I am right now, but that's because you'll never feel anything real. Which is why, even though I'm sad now, I don't regret meeting him or being with him, because he was a good boyfriend and he was really nice to me and it was fun. It's just sad now that it's over, but like, your heart is the collateral you put on the line in return for love, and I think it's worth it. I hope it's worth it. And I was thinking about how a while ago, me and him were watching 28 Weeks Later, and we had this kind of discussion about what each of us would do if the other one of us got bitten and turned into a zombie. And my answer was that I would kill him, not only to protect myself, but also because that just feels like the merciful thing to do, rather than let someone you love like exist as a monster. Like, he thought that was a mean answer, and he said that if I got bitten by a zombie, he would chain me up and essentially keep me as a pet and wait until some kind of cure was made so I can be turned back into a human. And I thought that was just completely stupid, because not only is that dangerous for him and he could risk me biting him and now we're both just zombies, but also it relies on the invention of a cure that might never come. And I think I would much rather just be killed and put out of my misery. But then now, in the situation that I'm in, I was just thinking about how it's kind of funny that we kind of both have behaved in the exact opposite ways we said we would. I was holding on to him in the hopes that this fantastical potential that I had imagined for him would kind of manifest on its own, and he would prove all my doubts wrong, and that would allow us to stay together forever and for him to be the one, miraculously. I was essentially keeping him as my pet and waiting for a cure. While he, although in the most cowardly and insensitive way possible, did the merciful thing, and he quit while we were ahead. He put me out my misery. So right now, the thing that is keeping me going is focusing on the things I do have to look forward to. Like, I look forward to possibly going to Paris for my birthday and visiting my friend in Brazil. I look forward to graduating and never having to write another essay ever again. I look forward to, hopefully, if I can get a job, being able to move out and being able to move in with my friend in London, like we've planned to do since we met. I look forward to starting my writing career and making all my movies. And I look forward to not being sad anymore. And one day, hopefully, being in love again.